Okay, here's the deal. Most companies don't fail at marketing because they're bad at it. Well, let's be honest, some might be. They mainly fail because they stop. And this really goes and could apply to anything in an individual's life, personal or business. Okay? People stop right before shit starts working. Welcome back to the Follow Up Media podcast. This is our series, Uncomfortable Truths About Modern Marketing. This is a show where we say the things that marketing conferences politely avoid. I'm Khristian Lee. I am the CEO of Follow Up Media. We are a full service production company and creative led agency that is based upon delivery, follow through, and execution. The real problem that nobody talks about is that most companies believe they have a marketing problem. Okay? And that could be so. They think the issue is strategy. They think the issue is the algorithm. They think the issue is the platform. They might even think the issue is the production quality. But in most cases, none of those are the real issue. The real issue is actually much simpler than that. Once again, they stop. And this is the pattern most businesses follow. And it becomes a big problem. It becomes a bottleneck. A business cycle, a typical cycle, business decides to start creating content. They all get excited, they get motivated, they produce a few pieces. Engagement is slow, leads don't immediately pour in. They assume their shit isn't working. And they're right, because they quit, or they pause, or they revisit it later. And later never comes. And that's a huge issue when you're trying to build a brand and really expand your digital footprint, okay? And this is why consistency in anything feels harder than strategy. And let me ask you a question. Why does consistency feel harder than strategy? Probably because consistency is the least glamorous part of marketing. It doesn't feel creative, it doesn't feel innovative, it doesn't feel exciting, and guess what? It feels just damn repetitive. But here's the truth that most brands ultimately miss. Consistency is the strategy. And it's the most important action that you could do. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's health, working out, eating better, living better, making better decisions. Consistency is what will get you the results you're going for. And this is how the algorithms actually work. The algorithms don't necessarily reward the best post. It rewards the most predictable creator. Platforms, they want signals like posting rhythm, topic consistency, audience retention, those type of patterns, regular engagement, and content clusters. When you disappear for weeks or months, you reset the trust signal on all these platforms. And when you decide, I'm going to do something again, you start from zero. You don't want to have to start from zero. I know the commitment is big, but it's really not. And there are really innovative ways for you to create short content that still is consistent, brand aligned, and has impact that builds trust, loyal audience, and engagement. And that is what every platform wants to see. That's what every company wants to see. In their building, on their digital footprints, all those things. The trust timeline. Here's what consistency actually builds over time. Month 1, you're establishing your presence. Month 3, your message starts to become recognizable. Month 6, your authority starts forming. And by month 12, your content ecosystem starts to compound. But most brands quit somewhere between month 2 and month 4, right before momentum. Just a waste of time, waste of energy, waste of money, and no results. And then you go, well, it didn't work. Then you might hire Follow Up Media and go, man, the other agency didn't deliver. Maybe they didn't, but maybe you quit too. There's normally two sides to a coin. Next thing I want to talk about is why virality distracts people. Virality has ruined people's expectations. Everyone thinks one video should change everything. But real growth rarely looks like that. It looks like gradual recognition, increasing engagement, and growing search traffic, which ends up being compounding authority. No explosions, just momentum. And the compounding effect of consistency is really powerful. It's the same way money does. Every piece of content becomes a searchable asset, a trust builder, a discovery point, and a brand reinforcement. One post disappears. 100 posts build a reputation. And what consistency really requires is 3 things: a clear message, If your message changes weekly, consistency breaks. A repeatable format, podcast, video show, series, something that creates rhythm. A system. And if you don't have a system, motivation fades. Systems will outlast motivation. And here's the truth. This is why most brands can't maintain consistency. They rely on feeling inspired, spare time, internal bandwidth, and just random fucking ideas. And none of those are reliable. Consistency is going to require a little bit of structure, process, and accountability. Get off your ass and make it a priority. It's that simple. We all have 24 hours in a damn day. I know everyone's busy. You ask anyone, I'm busy. Okay, but if it's really important, can you take 20 minutes to make some content that could help grow your business? If you're sitting there whining about your business not growing and you're not taking 20 minutes to do the things that are necessary, well, shut the fuck up. Not to be rude. Just shut up. And just to wrap things up, this is where follow-up media comes in. At follow-up media, we don't just help clients create content, we help them maintain cadence. We don't just throw stuff out there, we build systems that turn one recording session into an entire week of visibility. Podcast episode, YouTube video, short form clips, website assets, all giving you SEO signals. And that's how brands stay consistent without burning out. And so just to wrap this up here, consistency beats brilliance. It really does. Not once, every freaking time. You don't need better ideas, you need better rhythm. And the brands that show up week after week, even if things aren't perfectly aligned, they eventually become the ones everyone else is trying to catch. Thank you for checking us out, followupmedia.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on any of the podcasting platforms. We're everywhere. This is Uncomfortable Truths about Modern Marketing. Engage with us in the chat.